PDC World Championship history. Would you please welcome Thibault Tricole! Ladies and gentlemen, from England, our two-time European champion, the winner of the World Match Play, and the former champion of the world, voting, Rob.
The buzz you must get when you hear John McDonald say champion of the world. And Rob Cross will certainly enjoy that reaction he's had from the crowd. And the theme over the last 24 hours has been memorable debuts. Luke Littler, of course, but who better to acknowledge that than Rob Cross? A brilliant debut season, culminating in beating Phil Taylor to win the 2018 World Champion. Former World Match Play winner, of course, as well, two-time European champion. He knows how to win on the big stage and will say himself, it's time to collect more trophies. But it is easier said than done. In a good bit of form at the moment as well, though. Finalist in the Grand Slam of darts, losing to Luke Humphries. He'd like to go a lot better than last year. Last 16, losing to Chris Dobey. He's never played Tricole, but after James Wade went home, Peter Wright went home, the warning signs are on. And the message is simple. Get the job done. For Thibault Tricole, he's back after a round one win over Mario van den Borde, becoming the first Frenchman to record victory in the World Darts Championship. He's a good player, reaching the final of the WWF men's tournament last year. He says he might have to adapt his rhythm against Cross. I'm sure the commentary team will tell you, don't change too much, be you. And speaking of commentators for this one, it's Mark Webster and Dan Dawson.
Yes, thank you very much, Bridgie. You be you. That's just the way we like you, Michael. But Rob Cross will be very happy with how things are going. The Rob Cross of 2023 has been having all kinds of success. And look at that. That is an enviable statistic. He was averaging that all the way through last year's tournament. It took a special display from Chris Dobey to stop him. Had he got past Dobey, who knows what would have happened. But he's probably in as good a place right now, Webby, as he was since 2018 when he won it in that debut year.
I agree, and just to put that stat into perspective as well, this is Rob Cross's 18th match at the World Championships. That is not just over a couple of games. We're well aware that he's won the title, but he generally performs on this stage. Had a couple of ropey ones where he's lost in this round, but Rob Cross is ultra consistent and starts this match as a huge favourite.
Yeah, has lost in this round a couple of times. The Dirk van Dijvenbode defeat was a cracker of a game that went all the way to a last leg. The Kim Huybrechts one is the one that would really be an aberration from his perspective.
That's his worst performance on the stage, and it's one of them, and they don't happen that often, so Rob Cross won't be too hard on himself.
83.
But having said that, despite the very impressive average in this building, despite winning it the very first time he came here, not made a quarter-final since. And that is a bit of a glaring omission. It's also where all the biggest money is. To make really big jumps up the rankings, he's already world number 8. But a big old run here and anything could happen.
50,000 for the quarterfinals, isn't it? And to be fair to him, in the last 16 last year, he was just involved in a real ding-dong affair with Chris Dobey. He averaged 100, lost 4-2. Dobey averaged 102, which is a real good game. And it was one of them where Rob Cross would have walked off and felt, you know what, I did all right there, just missed the odd dart here and there.
But forget about Rob Cross, because Thibault Tricole has started very, very impressively. Looking at the 18 segment here. Gets the treble, double 7. Always good to check, but you would have thought this was the plan when he started.
86. Robbie require 170.
Looking at 170. Hit this in an epic match with Daryl Gurney a few years ago to win the match.
58.
Not hitting it for his first leg of the match here.
Requires 7.
Single 3 for double 2. Thibault, the grimace.
Robbie require 100.
This is a chance for Rob Cross to break in the opening leg and just stamp his authority on this game. Beautiful dart. Double 16.
This will hurt even this early in the match. Pulls it inside. Tricole, this is still awkward. This is a leg he teed up really well. And all of a sudden, he's got no margin for error.
Quarters. And then just chucks his third dart pretty much where the first two were. Raised the eyebrows from Rob Cross. He didn't think he'd be back. He is. And he's in front.
Matches aren't won and lost in the opening leg. So that could be decisive already. Tricole could have made a confident start with a decent leg. He ended it having 6 darts at doubles and gifting the leg to Rob Cross. And you allow Rob Cross to get out in front, he's a hard man to chase down.
Right, is there an argument in this situation? That situation there, Rob Cross is back on 170. Thibault's looking at 93, he's going the bull route, he ends up on double 7. Is it poor board management?
Yeah, in the first leg as well. First leg of the match. You've got time to recover if the gamble doesn't pay off. And yeah, he ended up getting in a mess. He's got inside on double 7 and ended up at double 1. So I think if he got the opportunity to take out that shot again, he'd do it differently. It's a lovely thing.
Well, there was a mess on the doubles, but Thibault has been the better scorer so far. And that might be changing.
Rob Cross looking to take complete charge of set 1 here. On time. This is what Cross is good at as well. He generally, if he doesn't take it out, he'll leave it quite handy. You're making me look silly here, Rob. Don't hit a 3 first. Oh, exactly the opposite of what I said. He'll be back for the second leg.
And Thibault, he's staying there. And he leaves a sort of awkward 95, but it's one of those he may look at the bullseye. He may not come back, because we know that Rob Cross does like that double 18. I'm not going to have a look at it. Unless he goes double double.
I didn't think he would. There was an open bed, wasn't there? But Tricole got an opportunity to right the wrongs of leg 1 here.
And it's double 5 this time. Well, Thibault Tricole, once again, first to a double, but may lose the leg.
He gave us some of that last start as well, didn't he? This for 2-0 for Cross. He's chasing doubles now. And he's returning the favour. 3 darts for 2-leg lead. And Tricole, again, though, on an awkward double.
You can't argue about his board management in this instance, because he needed to get a chance in that last visit. He's ended up on double five. And he has missed inside. It's the cardinal sin. And more chances go for Thibault. And this is... Rob Cross is playing nowhere near the standard we expect from him. This is an opportunity. Tricole has to take these chances, surely.
Who knows, he might get some more here, Tricole. And his goal to that is nowhere near.
16.
This is a nervy opening set from both players.
Thibault require 4.
Tricole darts land pretty far. He's here again. Is he going to hit this time? And he doesn't. He's had 11, 12 darts at doubles in the opening 2 legs, and a smile from Rob Cross.
2-0, Rob Cross. He has won the first 2 legs. Thibault Tricole has been stuck on double 1 in both of them. This is not the start we expected.
He's even double 1 twice, Tricole. Angry and frustrated. Might say cross, Tricole, with how the opening couple of legs have gone.
Winner of this one back after Christmas to face either Jeffrey de Graaf, player who did survive a match dart to come through his opening game against Richie Edhouse, or José de Sousa, the Portuguese #1.
Interesting. We did that game. Jeffrey was good, Dan, wasn't he? And it'd be good if he can back that up. It's a different challenge again.
26.
Interesting time, nevertheless. This one has started nowhere near how we expected it to.
Yeah, Rob Cross, career average at Ali Pali 99, current average less than 79. That will change. There is only one way those numbers are going, and it is up.
We spoke to him, me and Michael spoke to him at the beginning of the show, and he was in good form, Rob. He was confident. We asked about seeded players coming here being nervous. He said he's been looking forward to it. He's been over in London now for a best part of a week preparing. Just hasn't clicked into gear. It looks like he's going to take the opening set.
Oh, hello. Not the 177 he was after to leave tops, but the likelihood is he gets a look at the 78.
If Thibault doesn't take it out, he'll no doubt score 76 and leave double 1. A bit of a mess for Thibault.
20 for tops. And glide one over the top of that. Well, he can, but it doesn't find the double. It is 0 from 13 attempts.
Just to wrap up set 1 here for Rob Cross. A very ordinary opening set, to say the least. But it's 3 consecutive legs with an average of below 80. 13 missed darts at doubles for Thibault Tricole has done all the damage in that opening set. And the former world champion Rob Cross is off and running. He leads by 1-0.
To be honest, Thibault Tricole had darts to win every single leg of the opening set. He couldn't hit any of them, and Rob Cross has just been gifted the opening set. It's not very allez at Ali Pali for Thibault. Rob Cross has just been allowed to go off into a 1-set lead.
Yeah. And don't be fooled, it was just vintage Rob Cross, an average of below 80. He missed 6 darts at doubles as well. And this is a big couple of minutes coming up, or big couple of legs coming up for Tricole here, because if he doesn't find one, there's a risk he could be blown away in this match, because opening sets like that will be hard to recover from.
76.
Do you know what? You hope it doesn't happen, but it does kind of remind you of that World Cup game where France, for the first time in their history, went on a run at the tournament. As Rob Cross pops in a 177, is the real voltage back in action now. But they went on a run to the quarterfinals, up against Scotland, obviously massive underdogs, and they started to miss doubles, and they kept on missing, and they just looked like they wanted the ground to open up and swallow them. There looked to be no way back in that game, and there wasn't. They lost 1-0.
The only thing favouring here, he's hit a bit of a reset, hasn't he? He's 3-0 down in legs, just a set. Just dust himself off, but it's easier said than done because, like you said, it was a pretty mediocre set. He got himself in a lot of bother on the doubles. 13 missed at the outer ring in the opening set. And Rob Cross, you feel, well, he's going to improve. Tricole's missed a big trick to have a one-set lead here.
57.
Needs to be clever here. Yeah, and is. Uses the bullseye, gets to 160.
Require 90.
Might just be a dart ball for Rob. Opting the aggressive route, and that's what Tricole didn't do in the opening leg of the opening set, and he ended up leaving an awkward double 7 and then chasing round.
Well, to be fair, you do run a slight risk, but if you're going to give your opponent a chance at a big finish, maybe give that. If that opponent has hit 0 out of 13 darts at double, you're feeling safer than normal.
Yeah, and do it in the first leg of the set. He's not doing it in the deciding leg, is he, Rob Cross? He's playing the percentages. He's far from convincing himself on the doubles, Rob. Yeah, there we are.
16.
Even with 3 darts at double he gave himself, unable to take them. Now he hits the bullseye when he wanted the 25. Double 4 to get a leg. And a leg against the darts as well.
Thibault Tricole.
Yeah, well done, Tricole. Against the darts, Rob Cross had a 177 in that leg as well, and just a pin a double. Yeah, there we are. Trying to G himself up.
Now then, Thibault Tricole with his first maximum. Rob Cross is not playing well. Yes, he's a set up, but Tricole, if he raises his level just a little bit and Cross doesn't do anything better than he's currently doing, this could be a level game very, very quickly.
Yeah, the averages still labouring slightly. But Tricole will be feeling a lot better about himself at the minute. Got a leg on the board, pins a double. And it was after going for a 25 and hitting a ball, so he had to refocus. Really good finish in the end. And taking advantage in this leg as well.
And again, use of the bullseye, gets down to a finish that does not require the ball. Cross is miles back. It's 28 scored.
Thibault require 160.
Double top.
96.
Well, plenty of time. Tricole here. Poor leg from Rob. 9 darts thrown. Needs to get going here, Rob. No finish. So Tricole to double his lead in the second set.
He could bust this. He went for it, and he's still on double 5. There was an option there, Mark, wasn't there, to just go back to double 10 with Cross not on a finish.
Or even put your last dart in the 2. Well, I don't know, he just hit double 4. And we've seen him make a mess of double 5 earlier, Tricole. Not on this occasion. Just getting fired up, Thibault. Leads 2-0 in the second set.
Well, it was a pretty emotional experience for Thibault in his first game at Ali Pali against Mario van den Behaarde. He was up, he was down, he was all over the place. Thought he was going to burst into tears at one point, but he came away with a 3-1 win.
58.
He lost the opening set when you felt he shouldn't have, and then he recovered well, and we'll be hoping to do the same here. Different challenge in playing Rob, but Rob Cross has just not got anything going here. Fortunate to win the first set. Fortunate to have all the opportunities. He won it 3-0, but he was nowhere near his best. He just can't get to grips with this tight at the minute, Rob.
97.
Real struggle for Rob Cross to find his range, and it is so surprising with the year that he's had. 4 titles in total. Recent Grand Slam finalist. Start the year off by reaching the final of the Masters. It has been an excellent year for Rob Cross. And we know he's got an excellent record here at Ali Pali in terms of the standard he produces. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Back-to-back wins in the World Series as well. You know, what to like about Rob Cross's performances this year. Not showing it here.
33.
Certainly not yet. Could this catapult him into a bit of form, a purple patch? Treble 19. For double 16 for a 149 from absolutely nowhere.
133.
Great effort. Tricole to return the favour. Cross won the opening set in straight legs. And Tricole is not going to do it here. Can't find the top to top. Some more opportunities for Rob. Missed 10 darts at doubles himself in this match.
How confident are either of these two feeling looking at doubles? Double 4. Likes this bit of the board next to double 18. And he finds the double 4. Rob Cross saves the set. But Tricole has the darts.
Got to make this advantage count now, Tricole.
Game on.
Just checking, he does have the dart.
Do with it. At least one treble in the opening visit. And can't find one.
Just looking for a leg. This is Thibault. Just goes according to plan. Scored decently, set up a shot, take it out, no drama. There's not been a great deal of that so far in this match.
Stay down. Making his move against the darts here, Rob. And leaving a finish. Tricole would live the lot here.
And that's the next best prize. Leaves himself 80 for the set unless Rob Cross can pluck this out of the ether. Oh, can he follow? Is it a help or a hindrance? Just couldn't squeeze it in there.
78.
It looked like there was room. He couldn't find it. Thibault should get a set dart minimum here if he stays straight on the 20s. 20 for tops. For a level game, and he can't find it. And maybe there's an argument to move because he's caught that dart just below the top wire, and it gives Cross a chance to level up, and then he would have the darts in the deciding leg.
Just about in the 14 segment. To break the Frenchman's throw, does so, 2 apiece, and all of a sudden this set has swung around. Thibault Tricole had a dart to level the match at 1 apiece in sets. Now he must break Rob Cross or he's 2-0 down.
Best leg of the match as well, 14 darter, Rob Cross. Sneaks a treble. In a better second set. Both players have averaged in this set, call it 90. After labouring in the high 70s in the opener.
Disappointing visit after the first dart, but he is right on Rob Cross's coattails in this leg. Or he was.
He's working his way into the match here, Rob, as he's warming to the task. Tricole. Maybe the bully.
137. Robbie require 100.
Yeah, it's
Bizarre, he had the chance to leave a finish and he hasn't done so. But if Rob doesn't pick up a treble of any sort, this could be awkward. That is not good.
47.
Expect a layup here from Tricole. And it's going to be some layup. There it is. So Cross, after a poor setup, is only going to get one dart, if that, for the set.
The highest finish in the match has been 65. We see the 1-1-4 here. This for 2-0 in sets. And Rob Cross plucks it out and takes a 2-set lead. He flexes the muscles more in relief than anything else, because Thibault Tricole had a dart for that set, couldn't take his chance, and has his best chance gone.
And it is world title number 16 for Phil Taylor, and it may well be the sweetest of the lot.
Deal in it. The big one though, Mark, is at the very bottom. Double success. Thibault 2 out of 20. Rob Cross not good, but better.
Yeah, 13 of them were in the opening set, but Thibault led 2-0 in that set and will not believe it slipped from his grasp, and it's a real uphill task now. His set average was 95.5 for that set to Tricole. He played well, but he couldn't convert, and now has to string 3 successive sets together to stay in the World Championship against, well, one of the best players in the world at the moment. But he's not playing like one of the best players in the world, but he's been brilliant this year, Rob Cross.
Yeah, if you go back to last year when Michael Smith obviously famously won this title for the first time, there were clues over the course of the year. There was a month back in May where he was winning loads of titles back to back to back. Going into the Worlds, he played some excellent stuff, including winning the Grand Slam. There's similar stuff for Cross. He managed to win 2 titles in quick succession earlier on in the year, including his first ever Euro Tour. He went back-to-back on the World Series, as you mentioned earlier, in August. And he comes here having reached the final of the Slam, and the only thing that stopped him was an unbelievable display from cool hand Luke Humphries. The signs are there. Rob Cross has been playing darts good enough to make him a real contender for this title, but we haven't seen it in this match. Maybe he can finish with a flourish.
Finds his second max. He'll do well to rally from here, Tricole. The first set would have hurt. The second set would have been really damaging. Led 2-0. Couldn't get over the line.
96.
And Rob Cross now looking as settled as he's ever been in the match.
Thibault joins him on a big combo finish. But this is a double champ shot for Cross. He can look at the 19s, only need to treble with one of the first 2 darts. He's got that. Can he have another? No, but he does have the ball.
Staring it down, Rob Cross. Brilliant from Rob Cross. What an opening leg. 12 darts, break a throw, and he's in complete command now, and Tricole looks on. But he knows he's missed too many opportunities, Tricole, and it could be over before you know it here.
Well, this looks like a different man, doesn't it? The last few legs, 4 legs on the spin, having gone 2-0 down in the second set. 17 darter, yeah, that's all right. Then 14 darter, 15 darter, 12 darter. Rob Cross, it took him a set and a half, but he has finally arrived at Ali Pali. He's starting to find a groove now. The average has climbed into the 90s.
Yeah, brilliant from Rob. They kind of laboured below 80 until midway through the second set. So it backs at the point you just made, Dan, those last few legs, 14, 15 and 12. He's lifted it up towards 91.
96.
This is what the good players do. When they're not at their best, they can just work their way into a match. Cross is a classic example here.
It is easier
94.
when you're not being seeing the scoreboard really put pressure on you. Thibault didn't take his chances. It might have been different. Would he be playing like this if Thibault had leveled the match? We'll never know. But what we do know right now is that Rob Cross is starting to dominate this game.
59.
And there may not be long left in it.
A lot more comfortable this year in this round, it's looking like, for Rob than last year.
57.
Faced his good friend Scott Williams in this round last year. It was a real battle. Cross came through 3-1. It's looking like straight sets at the minute.
Double six. Be a frustration. You're on a real roll here. That might just take him out of it.
Well, he's coming back. It'll be interesting to see what he does here, Rob. Double three, there's a real risk the way his darts land that he could block the target.
Robbie requires 6.
I think he's going to go straight for it. Yeah, he has. There seems plenty of space to the left. And he went to the right and finds it. But regardless, it's 2-0 in sets, 2-0 in legs. Cross one away from returning after Christmas.
Well, there you have it. Set 2, a sickener for Tricole. By and large, outplayed Rob Cross, but missed a set dart, found himself 2-0 down, and then Cross has come out and played how we expect him to play in this third set so far.
Not quite classy Crossy, but at times it has been, and he's done enough. I really feel that letting him off in the opening set was the clincher. Tricole, yes, he could have won set 2, but just getting off to a bad start, and it's just played on his mind. You can tell the edginess when he's been going for doubles. 10%. You're going to make it really hard for yourself with them sort of stats on the outer ring.
55.
Well, he's not had a dart at double for the last 3 legs. He's scrambling to try and get down to a finish. Well, he's going to have at least 2 visits from 250, but he may only get 2.
100.
Good Tricole now, you're thinking just try and get this leg, force your opponent to throw for a place in the next round.
This in the quarter of the draw with the world champion Michael Smith. There's Ross Smith in there, Chris Dobie, who Rob Cross has had many a big battle with, including, of course, losing to him here last year.
Dobie's got a really good tie as opening his match. He's got to take on William O'Connor, who was really impressive yesterday.
Cross down to a potential match.
To set up here, Rob. Brilliant visit. And this is to stay in the tournament for Tricole. He hasn't had a dart at a double for 3 and a bit legs now, and he's not going to get one here. These could be his last darts in the championship.
Historic from Tricole just to get here and then to win a game. The first Frenchman to do both of those things. But Rob Cross knocks him out in straight sets. Voltage, the former world champion, is off and running in his world championship campaign. It took a long while to get the motor running, but he looked much more like his normal self in that final set. A 3-0 win. He only dropped 2 legs, and he'll be back after Christmas to face Jose de Souza or Jeffrey de Graaf.
Yeah, a lot better towards the end there. The back end, there was that 114 checkout to clinch set 2, and then an average of over 100 in that third set from Rob Cross. He had to be patient in that match, far from his best, but you're a seeded player. Your first match, it's about winning and getting through and getting yourself into the business end after Christmas, and there's the story, gradually creeping his average up to 90, and the damaging one is the bottom one. Tricole 2 from 20 on the doubles. That cost him the opening set and allowed Rob Cross to cruise through the match.
So Rob Cross, a 3-0 win, drops just the 2 legs. His Christmas will be ideal, I would imagine now, and he can prepare for a real push for a second world title. He's on stage.